Aries, so the message I have for y'all is saying a lot of y'all are in a space where y'all just feel like there has to be some type of progression moving forward, new just levels of just accessing and living. Y'all in that space where y'all just feel like it's time to elevate. Some of y'all are in a space where it's like, yo, I'm sick of my own stuff, okay? And it's time to elevate. It's time to move on, move forward, progression. I need to see new results. I'm tired of the same stuff. This is coming through in like so many cards. It's like, yo, I'm tired. I'm ready for progression. Maybe some of y'all are in the space of movement. Some of y'all Aries are actually moving. And then some of y'all are in your mind about to make the move. It's like, yo, I'm ready for forward moving. I'm ready for everything that I deserve. It's time for me to really just get the things that I know I deserve and want. And so this message is saying it's time, pretty much. If anything, it's time for y'all to move forward. It's time for forward moving. It's time for progression. It's time for things to come full circle for y'all. Some of y'all are seeing it. Things are coming full circle. And then some of y'all are ready to receive that full circle energy. It's like, I need that right now because I'm tired. I want something different, and especially in your love lives, because some of y'all is talking about just y'all, love life as well. It's like, you're ready to receive this love. You ready for this love to come around to you, that you've been waiting for. It's like you've been waiting for this love, a relationship to come around full circle, and it will once you get moving and do the work, pretty much. That's what I get out of this. It's like, if you want this, Aries, then you have to move. You got to get moving. You can't be in your head. You can't be thinking about what you want. You can't be wishing about what you want. Now is the time to put into action. And this is not just for just romantic situations. This is just on all levels. Maybe it's as far as your career. Maybe for some of y'all is your career. Some of y'all is love. Maybe some of y'all is friendships. Just different areas in your life. You got to get moving. You got to stop wishing. You got to stop thinking about it. You got to just put in action and do what is required for you to receive these things. So I feel like y'all message is about putting in that work. Your next message is you're a natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. So whether you embraced it or not, Aries, you were born to lead. You were born, you're a natural born leader. So if some of y'all been following people or following crowds and just being, settling, it's time to step into your leadership role. Your leadership is needed, and this could be definitely needed for some of y'all in relationships. Maybe some of y'all want to be led, and it's like, you're a natural born leader. And sometimes you have to take on that position in order for a person to be able to lead. And so sometimes people don't want to take on that responsibility. Maybe some of y'all Aries don't want to take on the responsibility of being a leader. Why have to lead these people to do this or do that? And it's like, because it's in your DNA. You were born to do this. And sometimes you have to. So when it comes to relationships, you might just have to be the leader. And if you lead, then others will follow. And then they could be able to do their thing. And so in relationships, for some of y'all, I feel like y'all just looking for a person to just be this leader. And it's like, but you are a leader. You're a natural born leader. So you have to show these people how to lead. Be okay with teaching, whether you have to teach a woman, you have to teach a man. Be okay with being a leader. It's great things that come from leading people. So don't feel like it's a huge responsibility or it's taking too much. Just do things out of love and out of your gifts, your natural gifts and skills, because you're born to lead. So whether you want to lead or not, Aries, your message is saying, listen, you're a natural born leader, okay? Sometimes you got to take the wheel and just lead by action. And then people will follow suit and say, okay, that's how you do it. And then y'all could be side by side and get it done. And then also y'all have the message of take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. Have you been neglecting your needs, Aries, for other people? You've been putting yourself on the back burner, taking care of everybody else. No, it's time for you to take care of your needs, what you need. Do everything you need to be your best, basically. If you know you want to progression and you want to move forward, it's time to take care of your needs. It's time for you to do the work, you know, to put yourself in a position to get everything that you deserve and for things to come full circle in a way that you want them to come. So basically, you have to take care of your needs and put in the work, and you got to be willing to change. You know, you can't keep the same mindset and the same thoughts. You got to be able to, you know, release certain things that just gets in the way of taking care of you, you know, you and your needs. You know, you got to move beyond your fears, you know, and your limitations. Maybe you fear a lot of things. You know, fear came up in your message, and it's like you have to move beyond your fear and your limitations. What limitations have you put on yourself? What fears have you put on yourself? What have you buried so deep within yourself that needs to come up and be loved on? The light needs to be shined on it so that you can be able to experience all of these beautiful things, so you can reap the rewards of you putting in the work, of you bringing up your fears, of you shining light on your fears. It's okay to be, you know, in fear. You got to move through it. You know, everyone has fears that we could create in our minds, you know, things that's just not even real, but we create. So what are your fears? You know, bring them up to the light. Whatever you've shoved deep down inside of you has to come up so you can move and have this progression and move forward and get the things that you want, Aries. You know, maybe some of y'all really just buried something deeply, you know, and it really needs to, you got to put some light on it. You got to embrace it. So it's time to go within and really see where that blockage is at. What is stopping you from just being or moving? Not even being, because you know who you are. I think it's more so doing. What's stopping you from doing what it is that you need to do to experience all that you know you deserve and can make happen. You know that you're a leader. You know you can make things happen. But why is it not happening? What is stopping you? What is getting in the way? So that's where you got to do that inner work. You got to bring up what you may have pushed deep down inside of you. And y'all also have the message of creativity. You know, it's time to get back into your creative bag. It's time for you to start making music if you've made music. It's time for you to start dancing again if you've danced. It's time for you to start writing. Whatever your creativities are, you know, if, you know, whatever. You know, if you did poetry, something. It's time to get into flow. Utilize your creativity. Creativity is an art of healing too. So you can heal just with your creativity. So whatever it is that you are creative in or you love to create, it's time to do it. It's time to be in that energy, because that's healing energy and it can help you heal a lot of things. And y'all have the message of, I am willing to change. So be willing to change. Be willing to change. There's certain things about you that you have to change. And it could go back to these fears. You have to change the mindset of your fears. You have to change these limitations that you have put on yourself. You know, and when you're willing to change, things will open up. You will get all that you deserve. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. Okay? Whatever you believed about yourself is not true. Let it go. Whatever people put on you or made you believe about yourself is not true. Let it go. Release it so you can experience the movement, the progression. This is why some of y'all may not even be moving, because you are holding on to beliefs that you put on yourself and other people put on yourself. Really, Aries, ask yourself, what did people say about you that you just kind of took on? Or what did you say about yourself based off of your own personal life and experiences? Okay? There are only thoughts that stand in your way. So these are thoughts that stand in your way. These aren't even real. You know, these things aren't real, but they're thoughts, and they're just getting in your way. So that could be the answer, really, Aries. Is like, it's just the thoughts. That's the blockage. It's the thoughts. And you have to release these thoughts so you can move forward, because they're in your way. Your new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. So now it's time to create these new thoughts that are positive and fulfilling, that makes you feel good. You know, call in your lover, call in that new career, call in that business venture, call in moving into your new home, whatever the case may be. But you got to put in the work. You know, be willing to put in the work and say some affirmations, because if y'all obstacle or challenge is your thoughts, you know, the things that are in your mind, then you have to reprogram that, and you have to reprogram it with affirmations. And people sleep on them. Affirmations is work. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to put in work. If I say do affirmations, say affirmations, right? That's really saying you're changing your thought process. You're switching things up, but that requires work. And that means that's going to have to be 7 days a week, you know, 3 months, 4 months, a year into it for you to really see these results. Because your mind, if your thoughts have been clouded with negative things, you're going to have to find a way to make them positive. And affirmations is a great start. And you say it every day, and you never stop until your mind knows it without you even having to look at these affirmations. That's how powerful, you know, you are, and how you can train your mind to really give you what you want and get out of your own way. So affirmations, say them, post them up, you know, and make it a daily routine, a daily ritual. And at the end of the day, y'all, message is, it's up to you. It's up to you. You know, if you want to move forward, if you want to get going and experience everything that you want, you know, the love, the career, the money, the home, whatever, you know, just a new version of yourself. It's up to you. You have the power. You know, that's what this message is saying. It's saying you have the power. It's up to you. So you could choose to stay in the space that you're in, or you could choose to change it. And then you'll have the message of acceptance is the key to inner peace. So accept who you are, accept where you are. At times we must accept things as they are. You know, like I said, accept where you are and things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So you cannot change anything that's beyond your control. Release it, surrender, let it go, and accept it. You know, accept so you can have peace. Accept that, dang, you know, I really was getting in the way of my own happiness or love life or whatever. I have to accept that this person is this way. I have to accept that this isn't going to work out. I have to accept that, you know, I can't control the situation the way that I want it to, although I really do want to. I can't. It's hurting me. I have to release it and let it go. I have to release it and let it go. And then you'll also have a card that talks about wedding. This is like a romantic one. It says wedding. This situation involves marriage. So for some of y'all could be just really thinking about a wedding, you know, thinking about y'all marriage, thinking about your love life, where y'all want to be. You know, if the person you're going to be with, you want to think about marriage long term, you know, but you got to put in that work. And then some of y'all may already be in a marriage, and it's like, continue to build in your marriage, continue to work on your marriage, you know, to be able to persevere through challenges and things like that, because it's not easy, you know, coming into a life with someone and building. You know, everyone has their vices, and so it's important to just know that everything is going to work out if you're willing to put in the work, Aries, and you're willing to change certain things about yourself that get in the way. And then take joy in living. Enjoy living. Life is to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be fulfilling. So take joy in living your life. Your life is perfect as it is in this moment, and it's only going to get better. So value this present moment and where you are, because guess what? You're going to look back and be like, how the heck did I get here? Okay? You got there because you put in the work. You know you deserve all good things, Aries. So, you know, that's your message. Peace. Like, comment, share if anything resonated. Peace.